Hey guys, quickie today on the Ganzo G727M. I'm not going to devote a ton of time to this review because it's been reviewed so many times. It's a very popular knife, inexpensive. I got this one for 12 bucks. On sale, Gearbest. I'll put the link in the description. Wow. Now, of course, this is obviously a clone of the Ontario Rat knives. The Rat 1 in particular. And except the major difference is that it does have a rip-off of the access lock. Sorry guys, I'm behind the camera, so trying to flick that open. So it's not going to happen, I guess. So it has a replica of the access lock. So we're going to skip all the stats and numbers. You know, you can obviously look that up. It's pretty simple. So in order to keep this short, we're going to move on here. So as you know, this is pretty much almost identical to the Ontario Rat. Very different, slight differences in the overall length, handle length, little differences in the blade length. Big differences, of course, are in the locking mechanism. They call it the G-lock, but in reality it is just a knockoff of the benchmade access. It has the same style of pocket clip that you can go both ways. Has the full stainless steel liners. I think this is quite a bit heavier than the Rat actually, but you can see the liners are not milled out at all. As with these Ganzos, it's a little bit on the heavy side. So yeah, so this one here is in orange. They do come in different colors like a lot of the Ganzos do. It came pretty much razor sharp out of the box. And let's see, I think I have piece of catalog paper here to show you. I mean, of course, it's gonna make a fool out of me. There we go. Yeah, very sharp out of the box. Now, one of the cool things when you look at this versus the Rat, and one of the interesting things is quite a few people have done edge retention tests on this knife, which is really interesting because this is 440C, the Rat is AUS 8. Every edge retention test I've seen ends with the Ganzo having better edge retention. So take that for what it's worth. This knife, not only is it built well, really inexpensive. You can get these on sale for 12 bucks like I said. But the edge retention on their 440 is actually better than the AUS 8. So for me, this is a winner. Now there's going to be people who are going to say, well, I'm not going to buy it. It's a clone and they're ripping off Ontario. Well, so be it. But in the end, they're making a different product at a different price, different set of features. And in the end, they're doing it, in my opinion, better than the original. So for me, I like it. I think it's a really nice knife. Little, it's a little thick, a little heavy. But overall, guys, what you're getting for the money, 12 bucks. This is an absolute winner. You're not going to get many better knives. It's a well-known, tried and true design. These G-locks can be a little stiff sometimes. They take a little breaking in. But once you get them going, I'm behind the camera here, of course, but they get a really good snap to them once you get them going. Good lockup, good, the jimping's done well. Everything's done well on this, guys. So in the end, Ganzo, once again, is putting out a really decent knife for the price. And at that $12 range, I would buy this all day. In fact, I will probably buy one or two more. I'm a big fan of the Ontario Rat. Big fan of the SE versions of the Ontario. I think it's a good form. It's a good large size knife. I like the 440C. I think Ganzo does a really good job with it. So overall, guys, this is a buy as far as I'm concerned. Even if you're just a collector, you want another one, whatever. I'm sorry for the guys who don't like the Ganzos, but in the end, I would rather have a Ganzo that has better edge retention than the Ontario that doesn't. So for me, that performance wins out every time. And in fact, since I've had this, I kind of feel like, what's the point of even owning the Ontario? Because I'm always going to go to this because it has that better edge retention. Quality-wise, similar. Fit and finish, similar. You know, but it's cheaper, better edge retention. That's all I need to know, guys.